Hello everyone and welcome to another Minecraft update video. This is Snapshot 23W44A and it's for 1.20.3. Of course, in this development cycle we have been seeing features for 1.21. But in this week's snapshot they're taking a break from the new features to work on things that are already inside of the game. And this surprised me somewhat because earlier in the day we had Mosh, one of the Mojang devs, tweeting about the new structures that we've been anticipating. It sounds like they're going to be quite different and complex compared to previous structures that we've seen in the game. And if you're in the dark and don't know what I'm alluding to, it is the trial chamber. You can see some of it right here. This was from Minecraft Live. At that event we got to learn about some of the things that are going to be in Minecraft 1.21, and if you want to check that video out, it's in the Minecraft Updates playlist. So I'm disappointed that we don't get any of those new features in this snapshot. There are changes to talk about, but for me this is probably a good thing. As you can tell from my voice, I am indeed under the weather. But I will be fine, so don't worry about me. Let's check out some changes to the texture of the new copper blocks. And we are specifically talking about the copper trapdoors and regular doors. We have the old textures on the left and the new ones on the right, and so there were missing pixels on the top of the door that have been amended in this version. And with the trapdoor, the pixel shading has been altered slightly. This is more noticeable on the right and bottom side of the block. It gives it more of a 3D look. And these changes seem to be relatively consistent across the different trapdoor variations. The same thing goes for the doors as well. Now there is another texture change, but this one wasn't listed in the changelog. It is the tough bricks texture. Can you guess what here has been changed? It wasn't until I put these side by side that I noticed it. Initially I thought the texture was kind of softer, but actually I think it's just been flipped around, right? If I go ahead and put some stone bricks alongside it, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So the texture's been flipped, and I was wondering if this was the original intention. But if we put this texture alongside a clip from the video shown at Minecraft Live, we can see it was intended to be the other way around. So I ask all of you the question, which way around do you think it should be? The tough block should be like the stone brick stairs, or flip the other way around? Quick little interruption from me. If you are not subscribed and you like catching these Minecraft update videos, it's what I do. I cover all the Minecraft updates, so feel free to subscribe. Thanks for doing that, let's crack on. Anyways, let's move on to the decorated pot, because this thing has been given some additional functionality, specifically related to loot tables. So what I'm going to do here is set a loot table on the decorated pot for the simple dungeon. This is the one with the mossy cobblestone and the monster spawner. So when it creates this, it will have an item inside. This time it happens to be beetroot seeds. If we run it again, it's wheat. And of course, normally you get multiple items inside of the chest. However, because the decorated pot only stores one, the loot table can only put one item inside of it. And this is obviously going to be very useful for map makers. Okay, now for the tick command. And yes, the game is currently frozen. A change has been made here, so when running tick step, you don't actually have to specify how much time at all. If you just run tick step, it will do exactly one game tick. So you can just use this command over and over again and run through your contraption one tick at a time. And a detail that I missed from last week's snapshot regarding the copper bulb, it can be powered to change its on-off state, but when it is directly powered, it does not pass that redstone signal through to other redstone components. This is interesting because you can run a redstone wire through it like this. It will travel upwards through the blocks. This is something you can't do with regular blocks, but you can do with glass. You can run a redstone signal up through it like this. The copper bulb has another unique property too. It updates on game ticks. There are 20 of these a second, whereas redstone ticks, there are 10 in a second. So pay attention to the pistons firing here. Notice that the copper bulb is activating between the regular redstone wire and the repeater. Oh, and I absolutely love the tick rate command, although I'm moving very slowly. Let's see that in slow motion, which is now a part of the game, of course. So there you go, a couple more reasons why the copper bulb is just awesome. In this version of the game, the chorus fruit will play its burping and teleporting sounds at the location the player teleported to. Because previously, it would play these sounds where you had teleported away from. Now for the stone cutter, there was simply a missed recipe, so now you'll be able to use cut copper blocks to make the chiseled copper. There were a few other bugs in this snapshot, mostly relating to subtitles and various little bits of polish that have creeped in over the last couple of snapshots. And on the technical changes, the data pack version has been updated, along with the return and the function commands having lots of changes too. If you need to read up on this stuff, the article is linked down below. You may also be aware that last week we also got a 23W43B snapshot. And this was a very small update just to fix some critical issues that were causing the game to crash. And I might as well mention it, but on the Minecraft launcher to celebrate Halloween, Spookymode was introduced. And honestly, it's not much to rave about. The ghast makes its ghast sounds. If you gesture the cursor in front of it, you can play a little game of Pong, hitting it back into the ghast and destroying it. And so yeah, if you don't like this, you can turn it off. You can disable the sounds as well. It's a harmless, fun little Easter egg, but it really didn't seem to have anything more than just that. So I really don't have too much else to say about it, I guess. Or anything else, because we've covered all the goings on this snapshot. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll see you soon.